the first time in 4 seasons, USC defeats UCLA 40-21 with Gary Klein. I'm Lindsay Theory for the Los Angeles Times. Gary, you predicted the Trojans. Admittedly, I predicted the Bruins. What gave you the hunch that USC would win this one?
I think the law of averages, number one. UCLA had come out 3 years in a row, smacked USC around. There was something on the line for USC this year. They came out, they answered their call, they played physical. Justin Davis ran tough. The defense forced turnovers all over the field. You got to give USC credit after all that they've been through where they are now.
Gary, most surprising was how physically USC played. Their defense was everywhere. 2 interceptions for Iman Marshall, a fumble returned for a touchdown by Rasheem Green, and not only that, but they really disrupted Josh Rosen and closed on several of his passes, 9 pass breakups.
It was a completely different USC defense than we've seen the last 3 years against Jim Mora's Bruins. And after last week's performance against Oregon, who knew what team was going to show up? But again, this is a team that has rallied under interim coach Clay Helton. They are driving to try and get him the full-time job, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the administration.
I know a lot of us, myself included, like to see the ball thrown through the air, but it's USC's tailbacks that really got the job done. No doubt they were running right up the middle. Justin Davis, easily his best game of the season.
Well, he's coming off a career best against Oregon where he was really good. But in this game, we saw again in the fourth quarter, they put the ball in his hands and said, you have to close this out. And Davis is gaining a lot of supporters from, the USC fans that want to see that tough running style. He is delivering. Trey Madden came back from an absence, played well. And Ronald Jones, in his opportunities, he ends up breaking Charles White's freshman rushing record.
Going back to Pac-12 Media Day, the media voted for USC to win the conference. However, after a 3-2 start, Steve Sarkisian being fired, Clay Helton taking over, I don't think anybody saw this coming, that they'd be playing Stanford in the title game next Saturday.
I think USC's resiliency, given what's happened this season, has been incredible. For them to get back to this situation, you have to give them credit. And I mean all units. The defense, which was much maligned, especially after last week, came to play. They really answered the call from a physical perspective. They sent a message, I think, that game, that Pac-12 championship game, they're going to be something to be contended with.
You've said it, I'll say it. We're as critical as anybody, but especially for these fifth-year seniors and these seniors to finally beat UCLA, to have gone through 5 coaching changes, and now to be headed to the Pac-12 Conference Championship game is quite the accomplishment. Keep it on the Los Angeles Times. It's going to be another week of coverage, and Gary Klein and I will be there.